Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's the home of the 5-minute or less video. I've been doing this for 50 years. I worked for IRS for a decade, and I've been in private practice for 4 decades. I have been doing this for 50 years, so everything that I tell you is going to be honest. It's going to be truthful. If you've seen me on national news, all those interviews that I've done a number of them. You can see on my website at 777irs.com. You can see my whole team that's on there, former IRS agents. We're an excellent firm. I don't do any promoting. If you want us to represent you, you're welcome to. You'll see my information in the description section below. I do these videos for 3 reasons: so you don't get ripped off, so I educate you, and I give you insider information about what you need to know. You know, on YouTube I get many clients in, but many people are do-it-yourselfers, and I understand that. And probably 50% of people who listen to me are going to do this themselves, which is fine. You know, God bless them. I hope you have luck. If you have a small case, there's nothing wrong with your self-representation. You shouldn't do it on a case. I just had a guy, honest to God, his name is Brandon. He goes ahead and calls me, and he's going through 4 years of a tax audit. And at the end of the day, he says, well, I want to represent myself, and I know the IRS is going to rip him a new one. He's going to wind up having a 4-year tax audit, which is really unusual. Anyway, what I want to talk to you today about is this advertising. Does IRS write off millions and billions of dollars a year? Yes and no, and let me explain that to you. You see this ad, IRS writes off billions of dollars. So the reason how IRS writes off billions of dollars is because the statutes blow. That's how it happens. You can't call a firm, and that firm is going to go ahead and have IRS write off your case. It doesn't work like that. That's kind of a marketing lie that you have to be very careful about. So you can call IRS, and they can put your case into currently non-collectible. That case is not written off. IRS will bring the case out 2 or 3 years later to reevaluate you, but that is not considered IRS is writing off billions of dollars. Remember, it does only because the 10-year statute expiration is expiring. It's nothing a person can do, nothing a company can do that happens because the 10 years is up. Now, if you have a case that's uncollectible, or you want to know how to get there, what happens is IRS will take a financial statement on you. A revenue officer will take a 433A, and the service center will take a 433F. They will look at your bank statements, they will look at your assets, they will look at your income and expenses and determine whether your case can be written off. But when I say written off, it's only for a period of time. So if you think you have a case where it's uncollectible, you're in a hardship, you can either call us, or good luck calling IRS. But understand, if you do that, IRS is going to look at 2 things. They're going to look at your assets and see what type of liquidity you have, or they're going to make sure they're going to look at your income against your IRS national standards. IRS will dictate to you what you're allowed to spend every month on food and clothing, housing and utility, car payment, and operation of car. You will not dictate to them. IRS will make that decision. If you want to know what the IRS national standards are, you can Google them yourself. Look for food and clothing, housing and utilities, operation of car, and ownership. That's how you find out if you can get your case written off. But remember, once again, the only way IRS writes them off is cases have been around for 10 years and the statute of limitations expired on those. So I just want you to know that, so you can find out the truth about everything. Thank you very much.